Hi there, welcome back to another yoga shred. Now this time we are going to be doing arms and abs. Yes, we will be doing the whole body alongside with it, of course, but we will be focusing on these areas. So let's get started. Now remember, we're doing a yoga and HIIT fusion, so there'll be yoga moves mixed in there with 3 shreds we're doing today in this class. I'll do all the timing for you. We'll be doing 4-minute rounds and it's 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds rest, okay? I'll keep you right, don't you worry. Let's come on down to a seat to start. Okay, we're just going to take a little minute just to arrive on our mats and settle down before getting into some work. So in sitting nice and tall, lengthening that spine and hands on your knees, okay? Really relax those shoulders as well. It's very tempting to do this if you're trying to sit up nice and tall. And shut your eyes at this point if you want as well. Now taking nice deep breaths in and out. Through your nose, okay? In, filling everything up, really feeling it from your pelvis right up to your collarbone when you're inhaling. And exhale, use that core to push that air out of your body. In and out, that's it. Just take a minute to centre yourself. Come to the mat. Decide that we're going to do a fantastic practice today. That's it. And just take a moment just to really settle down and begin. Now what we're going to do is we're going to bring our hands up on an inhale. Exhale, hands into prayer. Inhale, hands out to the side. Exhale, into prayer again. A couple of those, okay? So inhale, hands up. Exhale, prayer. Inhale, hands out. Exhale, prayer. Lovely. Up and inhale. That's it. Exhale, inhale, and exhale. Let's do one more, shall we? So, inhale, into prayer, exhale, inhale out to the side, and into the middle. Brilliant. So we're starting to really limber up and feel the blood going pumping around our arms and our core. Now we're going to come into child's pose. For this child's pose, we are going to put our big toes together and put our knees out as wide as you want. You can put them as wide as your mat if you want to, but big toes together, pop that bottom down and come into child's pose with your hands out in front of you like this. And take a moment, forehead is on the floor, take a moment to settle, nice deep breaths as usual. Now, stretch forward with those fingertips, reaching forward, feel that lovely stretch under your scapula, your shoulder blades there. That's it. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go out to the side. So what I mean by that is we're in our child's pose like this, we're going to walk our hands around to the side and then we're going to do the other side, okay? So staying where you are, all you're doing is walking your hands around. So from the top you would look like a bit of a banana shape and feel that lovely stretch up. If you walk to the right, you'll feel a lovely stretch up your left hand side and vice versa. Now when you're doing this, if you've pointed your hands to the right, watch that left buttock doesn't come up, okay? Try and keep it down, wherever it is, it doesn't need to be on your heels. That's it. Then come round to the middle again, and then come round to the other side. That's it. Head on the mat as well. Well done. So come back in, and then we're going to come up to tabletop. Now this time, we're going to inhale and come back onto our heels. Inhale, then exhale up to cat pose, okay? So inhale, then exhale up to cat pose. So tuck that chin in, push your back up to the ceiling. Okay, inhale, back to a sort of variation of the child's pose we were doing. Exhale, back up to cat pose. Inhale and exhale. Well done. Now from here, tuck your toes and come up to a downward dog. So pop that bottom right up, then shift the weight back. Now, those heels don't need to come down. First down dog of the day maybe for you. So don't stress out with trying to get those heels down. Bend those knees first of all. Hands should be shoulder width apart, nice and splayed. Head is down and looking back. That's it. Get a lovely length into that spine. Feet are hip width apart. That's it. Now walk the dog out. Okay? Walk the dog out. And what we're going to do is swivel our feet
to the left. Now feel that lovely stretch up the left hand side when you do that. So your legs are bent, you've swiveled to left, your feet are pointing to left. Come back to the middle, knees bent still, swivel to the right and feel that great stretch up there. That's it, and come back round. So from here, we're going to walk forward to our hands, bend those knees. That's it, hands should be flat on the mat, but keep those knees bent and keep your feet out hip width apart. That's it. So from here, we're just going to curl up. That's it, tuck that core in, vertebrae by vertebrae, get the hands involved, right up, and then come down to the side. So let's go on with the shreds, shall we? So the first one we're going to do is side plank curls. Again, variations. We've always got variations for them. Okay, so we're going to do 4 on one side and 4 on the other side. So I'll show you. You're either going to be down here and in your sort of classic plank pose, hand up here and curling in. Okay, now an easier version can be up on your knee like this, okay, up to the side as well, and bringing in like this, okay, and of course you can put your foot down like that and bring in your top. So choose the one that suits you, but don't worry, we'll talk you through it. So let's start off, that's your 20 seconds, going with the easiest one, okay, so put your hip over your knee and curl in, curl in, curl in, curl in, that's it. Get that side ab moving. Get that arm and leg moving. That's it. Lovely. That's your first one done. So just interlace your hands. Make sure that wrist is okay. And go into your next variation. Okay? Now, pad up that elbow if you need to. Hand down and bring it in. And go as slow as you need to. We don't want you falling over. Okay? And this is tough. You're not only holding a plank, but you're moving about, which makes it extra hard. It does. So, come back up again. Use that rest time. Just give the hands a nice wee circle back to whatever variation you were on. You can be here, remember, and in. Sometimes it's easier to think about not the ease of the pose that you're doing, but what lets me get the right engagement of the muscles I'm trying to use. So I'll explain a wee bit more about that in a wee minute. Right, come back. Now breathing through your nose, but when it starts to get tough and you need more air, breathe out your mouth, okay? We don't normally in yoga. Onto this side again. But, so you're inhaling, okay? If you need to. Let's keep going. Yeah, so from here, for example, I feel I get much better engagement in my abs and in my arms because I'm not having to balance the same way. Last one in that side. Interlace your hands, press it down onto the other side. So it's a very personal thing. It's not in degrees of hard, being hard, but because if we come down, let's go on the other side. That's it. Bring it in. So we're working the core, working the arms, and working those glutes as well. That's it. Keep going. Sit up on your knees, interlace your hands, okay? So try another variation, and you'll see what I mean. Well, you need to pick the one that's going to give you the best benefit. So coming down on here, pad that up. That's it, and coming up like this, okay? Keep going. Well done. Sit up again. So choose whichever one you need to, okay? In through the nose, out through the mouth. Okay, coming back up again. Here and go. Go however fast you want. That's it. Keep going. Well done. We've only got one more after this on this side. That's it. Well done. Stretch out those wrists, stretch out those feet. Give them a wee circle. That's it.
Last one on this side. Okay, bringing it in. Feel those obliques working. Feel that thigh working. Feel that arm working. That's it. Keep going. Last 5 seconds. Well done. Sit back. Give your wrists a wee twirl. Interlace those hands. And that is you done your first shred of the workout. Isn't that easy? So we're going to come, sit on our heels, and we're going to just stretch out. So we're going to put our hands behind us. Okay, you can stay like that, or if you want to, pop that chest up and look back. In through the nose, out through the mouth. And feel that chest open and your heart lifting. That's it. And then coming back up again, and just raise your hands up, stretch up to the ceiling, and then bring them back down again. And I think we'll get on with our next shred. Take a little drink of water. If you want to, that means you're working hard. So the next one we're going to do is running planks. Same thing, 4 on one side and 4 on the other side, okay? So next we're going to do running planks, okay? 8 rounds of these, but again, loads of variations. So you can either be down on your elbows like this, okay? Or you can be up. Now, if you're up like this, you can come back slightly and avoid that pressure on your wrists, okay? So when I say what we're doing, you can be up here, and we're just going to be bringing our knees in. And of course, you can be up here, okay? Or you can be down here, in. There's not as much room down here, but you'll still get the benefit in your core. Let me start the timer. So choose your variation. Start off down here if you want. Hips over your knees, in. That's it. Bring them in. Bring them in. Feel that core working. Okay, so this is obviously the easiest variation that you can do. We'll do another one next time. That's it. Sit up. Get that breath back. Remember, in through your nose, out through your mouth, okay? So, coming up on here, you'll find it's a little bit easier. So, in. Bit more room. Pad up those knees if you want. That's it, bring them in. Now, just give those wrists a wee massage this time, okay? Now, of course, in this one, work on the shoulders and work on the arms, work on the whole leg area, because if we go up on here and come in, and we're going to bring one leg in at a time. Now, you can go slow. You don't need to run at first. Just go slow if you want, and you'll feel the work that you're doing through your shoulders. That's it. That's it. Calm down. We've done 3 already. 3 out of 8. Not bad. That's it. Interlace your hands. That's it. And this counter pose can be anything that makes you feel good. Now remember your poses. We can be here. We can be down. That's it. On your elbows. You might have a wrist problem, and in which case you can even come up here and run in like this. Okay? So if wrists are the issue, there's no excuse. You can be in like this. So you're choosing the variation that gives you the best workout for your time. That's it. Whew, we're back up to your variation, and of course you can go like the clappers if you want. You can come up and be doing this. That's it for the whole 20 seconds. Keep going, remember that breath. Well done. Sit back up. That's it. Let's get back in position. Remember your variation, okay? So coming up. Pushing the mat away. Light on your feet. There we go. Sit back on your feet again. We're nearly there. We're nearly there. Interlace those hands, push down. Whew. Now remember, if the wrists are getting a little bit sore, come up and do it on your elbows. A little bit less room, but nonetheless, and your bottom will be sticking up in this one, just for lack of room. That's it. One more to go, guys. That flew in, didn't it? That's it. Let's go again. Choose your variation, choose your speed. Remember that breathing. Wonderful. Sit back in those heels. Give your wrists a wee circle. And I think you'll find that is your second shred done. Yay! Do you like the sound of that little trumpet? So, we're going to come down and have a wee drink of water if you need to. We're going to come down on our hands and knees, okay? Stay here for a second. Check in with yourself. Take an inhale, look up into a cow pose, come up towards the floor. Exhale, chin into your chest, a variation of what we've done before. Back up to the ceiling. That's it. Inhale, look up. Exhale, push up. Okay. On your hands and your knees, we're going to push up to downward dog. Okay. Walk the dog out if you need to. That's it. And we're going to raise our right leg up in the air. Nothing else changes. And we're going to fold it over into a nice scorpion. So everything's the same apart from that leg you've just lifted up. And this is giving your quads and your hip flexors a lovely stretch. So bring it back up to three-legged dog and down. Left leg up, nothing changes. Bend it at the knee. Keep everything the same. Feel that lovely stretch. Back up to three-legged dog. And bring it down again. Now what we're going to do is we're going to tuck our core in and come forward to plank pose. If that's too hard, just pop your knees down. That's absolutely fine. Tops of your feet on the floor and lower yourself down and tuck those hands in at the side of the ribs. Okay, we're going to come up to a cobra. That's it. Slight bend in the elbows at cobra. Okay, let's not brace ourselves out and look up. Tuck those feet again and come up to downward dog. Well done. And then we're going to do a nice big inhale. Exhale. Ha! Out your mouth. Inhale. Exhale. Ha! Out your mouth. Lovely. And then come down to your knees. And we'll do our third and final shred. So what we're going to do is we're going to do reverse push-ups, okay? So I'll show you what we're going to do here. Now we're going to do 4 rounds of these. And we're going to sit like this first of all. Now, hands behind your bum, pointing forward. Okay. And we've got a couple of variations here as well. If that's too sore on your wrists, just come down and lie down. And you can be doing bridge, okay? If it's too sore on your wrists, it's just a variation, but do try and stick with this one. So we're going to come up. Now you can either come up and reverse tabletop and stay here in a static hold, or you can bend that torso a little bit and come down. See those triceps? We're getting the triceps involved. And we're going to do that for 4 rounds, okay? Last 4 rounds of shred. So, let's go. Remember your variation, okay? So we're up here and we're going up and down. That's it. A nice pulsing movement, okay? Get those triceps working. Get that core engaged. Arms and abs, remember, that's what we're doing. That's it. Last 5 seconds. Right, now sit up, curl round and give your knees a big cuddle. Right, get back. Now remember, you can be down here and pulsing up like this, okay? If you want to. Other than that, this is what you're doing. Or you can be doing a static hold if you find the pulsing too much, okay? Keep going. Little triceps are probably screaming a bit by now. Wonderful. Do that lovely counter pose again. Whew, only 2 more to go. Only 2 more to go. That's it. Come back into position. Remember, you can stay in tabletop if you want. Otherwise, we're pulsing. Remember that breathing. That's it. Well done. That's it. Now remember, your triceps are quite a wee small muscle group here as well. So, and we don't really home in on them maybe as much as other groups, okay? Remember, your variations go into bridge if it's too much for you, okay? Other than that, we're coming up and we're pulsing. That's it. Drive your heels of your hands and your heels of your feet into the mat. Wonderful. Great. So, bring your head forward in that cuddle, because what you're doing is you're getting a lovely counter stretch. Your spine is coming the other way, and by holding your wrist round here, you're getting a lovely counter stretch on your wrist too. So give them a wee massage if you want at this point. Let's be nice to ourselves. That's it. Give them a wee circle. That's it. Okay, and now we're going to have a little stretch out. So, let's come down again. Point your toes, point your arms and your hands. Okay, stretch out. Whoo! That's it. And then we're going to come up to a bridge pose. Stretch that core out, okay? So bring your feet up like this. Come up to bridge pose, shoot those knees forward, okay? And then you're just going to raise one leg up, raise the other leg up. If that's too tough for you, you can do it on the floor. But stay up in bridge, raise one leg up, foot flat to the ceiling, raise the other leg up. That's it, raise one leg up, raise the other leg up. Well done. And come back down, put your legs out flat, okay? Now if you've got a strap at this point, you can use it. If not, do not fret, you don't need a strap. We're just going to lift our leg up. Now if you can get it up flat and hold on to your hamstring, that's great. Okay, you might be like this. Just do what you can do, okay? But what we're trying to do is stretch that hamstring at the back. It's worked hard for us today. That's it. And then let's lift up the other leg. Remember, you don't have to lift, you don't have to hold on to either. You can just simply, as long as you're getting the stretch, okay? You can hold on to the toes if you want as well. It's entirely up to you. That's it. So what we're going to do now is bend both our knees and put our hands on top of our knees and start circling our knees. Now you'll find by doing this, you're actually giving your lower back a really nice massage as well. But we're helping the mobility of that big hip socket. We're just allowing that bone to move around. That's it, and it's actually quite nice and relaxing doing this as well. Okay, so from here, I invite you to have your own Shavasana if you like. If not, if you want to continue watching, you put your legs out to the side of the mat, okay? And put the top of your hands on the floor and lie and shut your eyes. Now Shavasana is actually a yoga pose. A few of you might be well versed in this, in which case you don't need to hear this, but this is a really important part of your practice. Now we can do this from between 2 and 20 minutes if you want. Okay, so please choose the length of your Shavasana and do it as much as you want. But what we're trying to do here is restore the body. This is the body's chance to just have stillness. It's quite relaxing for you as well. And allow your body to repair itself and relax, and you just come back down to earth after that. Really important part of your practice. So do make time for it, even if it's a very, very short one. And as I say, please feel free, press pause and do your own Shavasana if you want to do that. And we're just breathing normally, we're not doing anything special with our breathing. That's it. Do what makes you feel comfortable and what makes you feel good. Okay, so if we're coming out, if you're going to come out the Shavasana with me at the moment, you can just give a wriggle to your fingers and your toes. That's it. And we're going to go onto our sides and come up really, really slowly, okay? So you're in your side. You can go onto your left or your right side, whatever suits you, okay? And then we're going to really gently sit up. That's it. Super gently sit up. That's it. Okay? And we're going to put our hands at our heart back to a cross-leg position. Okay? Hands at our heart. I hope this practice heals and strengthens your body and your mind. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me for this arms and abs shred. You've worked really hard today. Well done. Please do come back and do more shreds with me. New ones are going to be getting added all the time. If not, try another type of yoga. All of them are great fun. They just, depending on your mood, try whatever you want. So thank you so much for joining me, and I hope to see you again soon. See you later.